Hi, I'm Dorinda from PrimordialDor Tarot, and I'm here to do a Leo reading today for October 30th and 31st, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do 10 cards. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, for Leo, what's going on with Leo today? We'll cut the deck. Calling upon the universe. Do we have any messages for Leo today? What messages do we have for Leo today? Oh, didn't fall. Sorry. For Leo, please. What's happening with Leo? There we go. All right, Leo, bottom of the deck's the overall. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor card, Aries energy. All right, Leo, you're taking charge of things. You're being the Emperor. Okay, this Emperor makes all the decisions, all the authority decisions. He knows being poor. He knows being wealthy. He's walked all the miles. So that's you taking on the energy of that Emperor, making all the right calls in your own life, making all the right decisions for yourself to move yourself forward. All right, Leo, taking charge, being in control. All right, Leo, present situation, we have Major Arcana, the Hierophant card. All right, Leo, this is about getting transmissions from above and downloads. This is about knowledge and study and discipline and being focused at what you're doing. All right, Leo, it looks like you're being serious. You're working hard at something. You're making the right calls. All right, you're staying focused. Perhaps you're taking a course or learning something new, trying to better yourself at the work situation or something like that. All right, or being in the interior, just studying and staying focused and not letting anybody pull you away from what you're doing, right? Don't let them distract you. You're the Emperor. Close that door, close that castle wall. I'm busy, don't bother me. All right, stay focused, Leo, what you're doing. Your challenge, Leo, is the Sun in Capricorn for disc power. Okay, well, there you are in your castle, in your moat, in your cultivated fields. You're working hard, you're studying. You got that castle locked up, and you're hard at it, Leo. Making preparations for Halloween. All right, Leo, no one getting in there. Nobody's getting in there till Leo's ready. All right, Leo. Serious stuff going on. Working hard, Leo. Your below position is the Seven of Cups. All right, you got a lot of choices. Anything can happen, a lot of possibilities. You go any which way. And this is the Thoth Tarot deck, and this card is called Debauch, meaning debauchery. You know, there could be some people around trying to pull you out of your studies. That's what I'm saying, Leo. You're highly focused and you're working hard at something. And there's people around, they'd rather, come, we're having a party or whatever. They want to pull you away from your studies. But, you're the Emperor. You're not having it. Not having it. Sorry, people. Just watch your back. Leo, right? You're not coming out of the castle for them. You're busy doing some work. Important work. You don't need all their silliness. All right, Leo, in the past position, which could be yesterday or last weekend, we have the Prince of Swords. Okay, Leo. He's about communication and speaking, all right? And you can expect some messages coming in, Leo, all right? This is like yesterday, maybe, all right? But he brings messages, important messages. So maybe they've already arrived, or you can be looking for them. Your future position is the High Priestess. Okay, you're going to know when the messages come in, right? She's got the all-knowing, the high intuition. All right, you're going to know. All right, Leo, so you got the high intuition. This is your future position. All right, you have that all-knowing. You just know what people are going to do before they do it, and you're highly focused. You're a highly focused individual, and you are working hard at something. You don't want people to bother you. These ones right here. Okay, you know all about them. right? So you just stay focused, doing what you're doing. Trust your gut instincts at this time, Leo, because they're correct. You know, whatever you're thinking about certain people, it's probably right. You know, the situation is probably the way you see it. All right, Leo, your near future position. Major Arcana, we have the Hermit card. All right, this is about going within. Meditation, isolation, contemplation, taking a time out. Because you got all these intuitive hits, they're going to come into you, Leo. And you got to have that mind calm down. Like I say, you got to meditate so that you can hear those intuitive hits. If your mind's all chaos, you're not going to hear them. Or if you let people pull you away out of your little sanctuary where you're doing your work, intuitive work, you know, and you don't want these folks to bother you or pull you away from what you're doing. That's why you got to go inside. All the answers are within you, Leo. And that's what you're doing. You're highly focused on the interior, getting the answers. And this is a beautiful thing, Leo. This is beautiful. You are a focused individual. And learning something new, you got those high intuition hits. And you know how to calm your mind down so you can get them. All right, Leo, and you are taking charge. Not letting anybody bother you. You're doing something important. All right, Leo, in your internal position, we have Mars and Aries. Two of Wands, Dominion. Okay, you know, you've made a decision. You're going forward. You know what you're doing. You're the Emperor. You're making the calls. You're working hard. And this is your new project. This is the thing that you're studying so hard about. All right? Look at that, Leo. It's beautiful. You're trying to do interior work and, you know, get those intuitive hits and those answers. And all you got to do is just keep these folks at bay. You know, keep doing what you're doing, Leo. It's awesome. You know exactly what you're doing and where you're going. And you're working hard at it. This is a focused individual. Knows exactly what they're doing. All right, Leo. Keep it that way. Don't let other people pull you off your path. In your environment, Leo, we have Sun in Virgo, 8 of Disc, Prudence. All right, so in your environment, you know, there's some things that aren't serving you anymore, plain and simple. You know, and you got to remove those things. Now, it could be just items, cleaning out the basement and the closet, getting rid of things you don't wear, things you haven't used in years, you know, in your environment, at home. You know, just get rid of it. Could be people in your life too. Could be people, they're not vibing on the same vibe as you anymore, Leo. Right? So just keep them at arm's length, you know. You know, you can love them from a distance, right? You don't have to have them up in your business, in your face. Could be belief systems that are no longer working for you too. You can change those beliefs because belief's just a thought you've been thinking, and you can change the thought you're thinking, Leo. So, you know, you're doing a revamping in your environment, and that's awesome, Leo. Makes you move forward. Your hopes and fears, you have Mars and Capricorn, 3 of Disc, work. Oh, these are some beautiful cards you got here, Leo. You know, this is not your 9-to-5 work. This is a creative endeavor, something you do that you enjoy, okay? Like a side hustle or something that you made into your main job. Something you enjoy, collaborating with like-minded people, doing something together that everybody's highly skilled at, okay? Working on the interior and doing that beautiful work. All right, that's awesome, Leo. You got that high intuition. You've gone inside for that, and then you come up with a great idea for that new work project. That's a beautiful card. I love it. That's awesome, Leo. Focused, staying focused and doing your work. All right, Leo. Final card in the outcome of this reading, we have the Queen of Wands. All right, she's comes from a place of authority like that Emperor as well. You know, passion. She's charismatic, charming, beautiful. She conjures her life the way she wants it. She's a high vibration lady. And, you know, this could be you in this reading, Leo. You're hot and fiery. You like to be in charge. So we've got 2 bosses here, the man and the woman. All right, Leo. And you're doing some awesome work. And you're getting the answers from within. All right, this is beautiful, and you're the boss lady, or you're the emperor. If you're a man, you're the emperor. If you're a woman, you're that Queen of Wands. And there you go, working on that new project that is perfect for you. This is beautiful, Leo. Don't let people pull you off your path. They like to, but you got these boss-up energies. That's not going to happen. All right, Leo, this is a beautiful reading. You're doing something awesome here. And keep your head down and keep focused and keep working. All right, Leo, that was beautiful. I'd like to conclude with one animal spirit card, please, for Leo. One card. What does Leo need to hear? What does Leo need to hear? One card, please, for Leo. One card for Leo. Thank you. Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings, Leo. Sometimes life stings. We're going to read it. You know, sometimes it stings. You have to get over that. We've all been stung. Are you holding on to anger, jealousy, or resentment because you got stung? Or could you have just stung yourself by comparing yourself to others? There will always be someone else who is more successful, happier, thinner, richer, etc. Jealousy is the false belief that you can't have what you want, or someone could take away something that was supposed to be yours. Let it go and release all those feelings that are making the sting hurt long after the stinger has been removed. Wasp Spirit has woken you up, and now you're called to trust that disappointment can lead you to a different and better path. Align with Spirit now and trust that this too shall pass and is already doing so. For the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurt. All right, Leo, sometimes you get stung. But, you know, you move on, you know, and then you learn to stay away from those wasp nests. All right, Leo. That was a great reading, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and I'll catch you next time.